Okay, welcome back to another video, and today's video is going to be on stretching. First off, I start off with my ball roller. I use it on my legs and on the bottom of my foot. It's really good in getting into those areas with some knots and digging deep into them. And with this, I like to keep it in the refrigerator or in the freezer, so whenever I use it, it's nice and cold and feels pretty good. I like to target my quads, hamstrings, calves, and like I said, the bottom of my feet with this one. Okay, now we have the foam roller. I start off, I just lay down with my neck on top, kind of stretch my neck out, make it feel nice and good. After that, try and stretch my body out, and then I start with the upper back first, and I like to go over each section of my back 3-4 times, or just until it feels good. If you've never used a foam roller before, it does hurt sometimes, especially if you're not used to stretching daily. But the more you do it, the better it feels, and you can really feel it digging deep into your areas that need it. And if you're struggling with this or shaking, I recommend you just take some big breaths while using this foam roller. Now we're going on to our legs. Calves first. I like to put one leg over top of the other. That way I'm placing more weight onto that leg that's being stretched out, and it really makes it dig even deeper, so you really feel it. And then I like to target the side of my calves also. As you can see, I just turn my body to target the sides of my calf. And I like to go over it multiple times, then I switch legs, do the exact same thing. Next, we're going to go over to our hamstrings and do the same thing. Making sure I'm turning as I do it, get the sides a little bit, get the bottom. Just take some big breaths while you do this. Next, we're going to move on to the quads. Do the exact same thing. Okay, and finally, we are going to do some stretching. So, I like to touch my toes, warm it up a little bit. Try your very best to touch your toes. If you can't, try and grab your ankles. And then, if you can touch your toes, to challenge yourself, try and put your head as far down to the ground as you can while keeping your legs straight. Next, put a leg in, do the same thing. And then to really stretch out the hamstring, what we're going to do is keep that leg in and then flex your leg out like this and really stretch out your hamstring. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, next, I believe this is called downward dog. Hold this for a little bit. And then I like to go from this stretch into a calf stretch. So what I do, put one leg over the other and really push that heel into the ground. You should feel that heel, or that calf, stretching. Do it to the other side. And this is a stretch that I like to do before and after runs as well. I run typically on my toes a lot, so stretching out my calves is really good for me personally. Next, we're going to do a cobra stretch. Take some big breaths while you're doing all this stretching. This stretch specifically should be working your abdomen. Okay, and then we'll move into this next position here. And then for this next stretch, here's what we're going to do. I'll show you this beginner pose first. So just lean back as far as you can. And if you find that this is a little bit too easy, then do what I'm about to do and lay down on the ground, and this will really make the stretch even better. You really feel it. And then finally, we are going to do the last stretch. It's going to be the butterfly stretch. Grab your feet and bring them in as close to your body as you can, and then use your elbows to push those knees down to the ground. And try and do it as much as you can. Lean your body down into it. Take some good big breaths. And that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching.